It's a warm welcome to viewers as we meet on this week's episode of Crime Watch, brought to you by your police service, the Zimbabwe Republic Police, to inform you of our roles and operations. I'm your host, Tendekai Dandarasi. It's good to have you along. The Zimbabwe Republic Police reminds Zimbabweans to take heed of the fact that COVID-19 is not yet gone. Therefore, they should continue following the recommended precautionary measures. Police will not hesitate to arrest those who choose to flout basic COVID-19 protocols and regulations. In a milestone arrest, CID Homicide Harare has accounted for armed robbers who attacked the Zvinavashe family farm in Norton recently. Let us hear more.
The robbers who attacked the Zvinavashe family farm in Norton on the 14th of September 2021 and got away with several firearms and ammunition have been arrested. And I want to send a strong message to criminals out there, to suspects out there who are involved in robbery activities, who are targeting families, who are targeting farmers, who are targeting business people, that their days are numbered. We will not brook any form of interference, any form of chaos which is being caused by armed robbers. So I want to warn even members of the public who are benefiting from the proceeds of criminality, who are benefiting from the proceeds of armed robbers, that they will not be spared. And any form of confrontation will be met with the appropriate force. In this regard, the Zimbabwe Republic Police has arrested Tendai Munson Love, aged 43, Kudakwashe Adoli, aged 28, Kosampiri, aged 36, Shinurai Marandu, aged 29, Louis Munyamani, aged 29, Tauya Nyanzo, aged 45, Tozvepi Kuya Ngamara, aged 47, Friday Tembo, aged 43, Pius Nube, aged 44, Abraham Zamba, aged 31, Christopher Danda, aged 37. In the process, the Zimbabwe Republic Police has recovered 3 AK-47 rifles and 180 rounds, and also 2 pistols, one with 13 rounds, the other with 5 rounds. We have also recovered a revolver with 8 rounds. And I want to thank the public for continuously supplying information on armed robberies movements. And we want to plead with the public, please continue supplying the Zimbabwe Republic Police with information, and definitely our detectives will not let you down. We also want the public to take precautionary measures, and above all, to comply with some of the campaign messages which are being given by the police. Do not keep large sums of money at home. You know, we now have a trend where robbers are surfacing information. They are targeting families, they are targeting individuals, they are targeting business people who are keeping large sums of money at home, at business premises, and with some of them even moving with this money in their vehicles. But I want to assure the public that the police is on top of the situation, as alluded to earlier on. So definitely the game is on.
Moving on, CID detectives in Bulawayo arrested 2 people, linking them to various armed robbery cases and murder cases which occurred in Bulawayo. Let us hear more.
Police detectives arrested 2 accused persons, namely Amos George Mtamba, aged 34 years, of Chinola Village, Zaka Maswingo, and Beatrice Magwili, aged 32 years, of Gumbira Village at Zaka Maswingo. The 2 were linked to an armed robbery and murder case which occurred at Esgodweni area. The accused persons in the company of one Chauke, who is still at large, and 2 other outstanding accused persons proceeded firstly to 21665 Country Park in Bulawayo, where they robbed Beatrice and Mtulisi Mpofu of cash amounting to 8,000 rands, cell phones, and Net 1 HM vouchers. The accused persons then shot Mtulisi Mpofu on his left knee as he tried to resist the robbery, the accused persons further proceeded to 20357 Country Park, where upon entry, they then met up with the now deceased Smart Kutsanzira, who was disturbed by their movements in the house, and as they fired one shot towards him, he then promptly fled outside of the house with the accused persons in hot pursuit. The accused persons then shot him on his left knee and on his left abdomen. We managed to track Beatrice Makwidi at Zaka. Upon her arrest, she went on to implicate Amos George Mtamba. Police also managed to recover a Niricon leg pistol with erased serial numbers and 3 rounds, which was used during the commission of the crimes. We call upon the members of the public to assist with any information that can lead us to apprehending the outstanding accused persons.
The Zimbabwe Republic Police is concerned with murder cases which are on the rise, and most of these murder cases are as a result of minor disputes. A male juvenile aged 16 ran amok and fatally struck Sarina Mbezi aged 24 with a wooden stick before strangling her 2 children, Tanganedzo Mbezi aged 6 and Pizuro Mbezi aged 5 at village 27 Fula Bait Bridge. He dragged their bodies into a kitchen hut which he set on fire, resulting in the 3 being burnt beyond recognition. Police recovered a mobile cell phone and 72 rand cash from the suspects. The teenager is on free bail for another case of murder for killing his aunt Mhlama Mbezi, aged 62, in April 2021 in Fula Village, Bait Bridge. Police in Cholocho Matebelele North Province has detained a suspected poacher, Peter Nyati. The suspect with these other accomplices were spotted by scouts in Wange National Park approaching a carcass of a female buffalo. The buffalo had been trapped by snares, leading to its death. Peter Nyati was immediately apprehended, while his other accomplices fled. He later revealed that the fugitives are Gilbert Moyo, Bukosi Ncube, Hlalani Mutwasa, and another one only known as Mududusi. Anyone who may know these suspects can contact any nearest police station. The buffalo carcass is valued at 8,000 United States dollars, and investigations are in progress. On that note, we take a short break. Join us shortly. Welcome to the second segment of Crime Watch. Police in Chitungwiza has accounted for a fraudster who was in the habit of processing fake maize seed. Upon his arrest, several bags of counterfeit seed were seized.
Detectives were on patrol when they got a tip-off that 3 accused persons, namely Ngoni Chipere, Mashawa Mafusire and Sini Kangausaru, were processing counterfeit maize seed in Zengeza 5 Chitungwiza. Detectives swiftly reacted to the tip-off and proceeded to house number 15788 Zengeza 5 Seke Chitungwiza, where they found the accused persons packing tinted maize seed into 10 kgs packagings. Upon arrival, the accused persons were found already preparing the counterfeit maize seed. Searches were made and detectives managed to seize 30 by 10 kgs counterfeit maize seed, empty packaging sacks, empty packaging plastics, approximately 20 kgs unpacked counterfeit maize seed, 5 liters green tint, and 3 by 50 kgs white maize. We highly urge farmers to purchase their inputs in reputable companies and shops.
When one commits a crime, ignorance is not a defense. However, many business operators avoid tax transactions citing ignorance. The Zimbabwe Revenue Authority, ZIMRA, takes us through fiscalization and interfacing.
Some registered operators have not fiscalized the recordings of their taxable transactions. It is a legal requirement that registered operators must fiscalize their operations. Registered operators who fiscalize the recording of their taxable transactions must also ensure that the physical devices are interfaced with the ZIMRA servers for the purpose of transmitting information to ZIMRA. Statutory Instrument 153 of 2016 requires every registered operator to connect all physical devices to the ZIMRA server for the purpose of transmitting sales data. Any registered operator whose device is not interfaced is liable to penalties, and prosecution procedures may be instituted if one continues to be in default. VAT registered operators should fully fiscalize for currency of transaction and their devices interfaced with ZIMRA server. That is, devices should be configured to specifically show transaction done in local currency, that is Zimbabwean dollar, transaction done in foreign currency, for instance, the USD. Failure by VAT registered operators to acquire and install physical devices attracts penalties at the rate of $25 per day per each point of sale, up to a maximum period of 181 days, or level 7 fine or imprisonment for a period not exceeding 12 months. All clients who fail to comply with fiscalization requirements are not able to access their tax clearance certificates. Failure to have interfaced physical devices will attract a penalty of $25 per day per device not interfaced, up to a maximum period of 181 days, or level 7 fine or imprisonment for a period not exceeding 12 months. Section 4A of the Finance Act, Chapter 2304, and Section 38(4)A of the VAT Act provides for registered operators to remit taxes in foreign currency where trade has been conducted in foreign currency. It is therefore mandatory for all fiscalized and interfaced registered operators to do the following, that is, issue their customers with invoices and receipts for business transactions done reflecting the correct currency of transaction. Ensure that their invoice receipt display the correct description of goods, correct amount tendered, correct currency tendered, and where the registered operator issue discounts to their customers in either Zimbabwean dollar or foreign currency, they must issue credit or debit notes to correctly record the changes in currency of trade. Members of the public are therefore encouraged to report all cases where the registered operators are not issuing receipts, invoices displaying correct details on the receipts. Members of the public are therefore encouraged to report all cases where the registered operators are not issuing receipts, invoices displaying correct details on the receipts. They can contact ZIMRA hotlines 0800 442 or 0800 4423.
Meanwhile, let us join Elliot Kudze Ganyani on road safety issues.
Thank you, Tendekai. This week, we toured some streets of Harare with the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe. And yes, we did tour some of the streets just outside Harare city center and a lot more in the central business district.
It's a Tuesday morning and it's exactly 6:30. Crime Watch and Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe are going to embark on yet another journey to observe good driving habits. Today, we are going to traverse the busy streets of Harare. We observed good driving habits as almost all the motorists were stopping their vehicles behind the transverse lines as they were facing a red light. It is very important for drivers to engage in such good behavior as they will not cause congestion at the intersection, and also this would allow pedestrians to cross the road safely. These drivers that you are seeing on the screen were observing traffic rules by allowing traffic that is turning to the right to turn whilst they were facing a red light. However, you can see that an additional lane has been created and that truck is causing congestion, and even that combi, you can see that they have been involved in a near miss, mainly because they are creating an additional lane and not following road rules. When drivers come to an intersection, they must make sure that they get into the proper lane that they are going to use, either to go straight or turn right. At the intersection of Herbert Chitepo and Leopold Takawi, we observed that there was a driver who decided to go into a straight ahead lane but turned right in front of the turning traffic and also causing a traffic jam in the lane that was going straight ahead. If you choose a turning lane, you must turn. If you choose a straight ahead lane, make sure that you go straight, and this will ensure a smooth flow of traffic. We came across a vehicle that was carrying passengers, but as you can see, those passengers are sitting on dangerous positions. They must make sure that they sit inside the pan and not hang on the board of the vehicle. In the event that that vehicle is involved in an accident or they hit a bump, they may find themselves falling and sustaining serious injuries. It is important for the driver to ensure that the passengers they are carrying are seated safely inside the vehicle. We came across someone who was pushing a trolley and who was not facing oncoming traffic. Pedestrians and people who push carts must make sure that they are facing oncoming traffic. Pedestrians must also ensure that they follow road rules when they are moving in the CBD. They must use pavements and not walk in the middle of the road, as you are witnessing. That vendor is crossing the road and can be hit from cars coming from all the four directions. It is important for pedestrians to walk on pavements and also to face oncoming traffic. We also observed that there are some people who are in the habit of using cell phones whilst they are driving. This leads to distracted driving and violation of SI 299 of 2002. A driver must concentrate on the driving job and free from any forms of distraction, such as use of cell phone. When an intersection is controlled by a police officer, he or she overrides all forms of signs and signals, and his instructions must be obeyed.
After this tour, we have witnessed that some drivers are really complying with road rules and regulations, which is quite commendable. But quite a number still need to revisit their conduct. There is a cause for concern, especially for drivers who are driving vehicles without registration plates, who are willingly flouting road rules and regulations. Pedestrians are also being warned or reminded to be alert when they are walking on the country's roads. From those stories, we are taking a short break. Rejoin Tendekai Dandaratsi in the third and final segment.
Welcome to the third and final segment of Crime Watch. World Cancer Day is a day set aside globally to encourage cancer detection, prevention, and its treatment. Just recently, the Z-Therapy CID Women Network joined the rest of the world in commemorating the World Cancer Day and participated in a solidarity march in Harare. Still with World Cancer Day, Z-Therapy Support Unit Fairbridge District Women Network also remembered cancer patients whom they visited and donated food hampers.
As Fairbridge Women Network, we recently started doing some projects focusing on one of our 4 key result areas, which is nation building and social responsibility. So since it's the breast cancer month, we decided to visit the cancer survivors and cancer victims, and we offered our support and we gave them some fruit hampers.
Ukawana vanokushanyira kudai zvinokusimbisa, unokungotenda kunyange nehampa yamandigira. mari vakuitirei zvakanaka.
Ndoda kutenda nezvavandiitira mapurisa okuFairbridge nokundipa hamba iyi. Ndafara chaizvo. Mwari akukomborerei zvirambe zvakadero.
Police-public partnerships go a long way in fighting crime in our communities. In a recent development, ZRP Avondale got a shot in the arm following the refurbishment of the police station. The station also received bicycles as part of the donation by the station's Crime Consultative Committee.
These have come at the opportune time because we've already seen a few weeks ago His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Comrade Edim Nangagwa, handing over motor vehicles to the Zimbabwe Public Police. And I'm proud and happy to say that Avondale Police Station was one of those considered to receive a vehicle, one of those that were handed to the Commissioner General of Police. Now we have bicycles for others.
We are here today to officially hand over to the station bicycles that were donated by the Ridge Road residents. We would like to thank them for partnering the police in terms of conjuring efforts that will bring visibility, presence for the police within the community. One, as a deterrent for crime. Two, also so that the criminals or criminal elements, if I'd say, would notice and see that there is a presence from our local police officers. There has been many developments in this last year with regards to efforts from the CCC that include paving of the station, the complete overhaul in terms of facelift for the painting.
We want to thank the members of the public for the donation of cycles. This will go a long way in the reduction of crime in our area.
This donation will certainly help us to improve our police visibility, and we are also urging other communities to partner with the police to fight crime.
Before we come to the end of this week's episode, here are some of the people on the police wanted list. Linton Duza, age 21, of Njerere Village, Chief Mapanzure Mashingo, is wanted by Muchakata Police for murder. Weza Police is looking for Kelvin Chipangura, age 29, of Pindura Village, Chief Shoshe Weza, for murder. Lastly, Witness Gonde, age 29, of Shonai Village, Chief Shoshe Weza, is wanted by Weza Police for rape. Anyone with information that may help in the location of these people can contact any nearest police station or contact us on the following details. Visit our website www.zrp.gov.zw or email us on feedback@zrp.gov.zw. Link with us on our Twitter handle @PoliceZimbabwe. We are also accessible on YouTube channel Zimbabwe Republic Police. If you fail to reach us through any of these communication channels, we have a national complaints desk which is manned 24/7, ready to offer you service, and the number is 0242 703 631. We have come to the end of this week's episode. It has been a pleasure having you along. As we come to the end of the month of October, a month of cancer awareness, we continue to encourage you to go for cancer screening in order to prevent, detect, and treat it quickly. Until we meet again next time, pleasant viewing.